Shouldn't have let her go back by herself.
She's fine. Come on, live a little.
Black Christmas is a new take on the 1974 slasher classic of the same name. It stars Imogen Poots, who joins me now. Welcome.
Thank you.
So this is called a feminist interpretation of this movie.
I mean, it's been called a reimagining of the original, and I think in ways that the original was perhaps progressive for its time, R1 is talking to the current audience now, and there seems to be a really great opportunity to have a mainstream women's voice about crucial issues, and we focus on a fraternity and a sorority in our film, and sort of the kind of relentless threat of misogyny, and the girls band together and fight against it.
You messed with the wrong sisters.
Yeah, when I was watching it, I was like, this feels really current. This
Yes.
feels very topical. You don't have to do anything more than open up a homepage to a news site to kind of see some of these topics discussed. I'm curious, like, what those discussions were like among you as cast members.
It's something we spoke about a lot, and that was the beauty of going to work every day and looking around and being surrounded predominantly by women. So we had a female writer, female director, majority female cast, perhaps in the way of like the Trojan horse. So on the outside it is a fun Christmas slasher, and like hopefully all of those elements are there, but you can employ the horror tools in order to explore something social, and you can explore it with the safety of that. So it doesn't feel like it's beating you over the head with a message, but there are subtle hints throughout. And I do think that our film is political, and I think that's a wonderful thing, and that's one of the beauties of art. It can do that.
Do Christmas lights expire?
The original came out in 1974. It's been remade now. This is the second loose remake of this. So did you go back and watch the first?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there are moments that Sophia, our director, decided to pay homage to, but at the same time, the characters are totally different, and the story, even though it takes place in a fraternity and sorority American campus, it's really got a whole new emotional route, I think, with R1.
What the? This can't be real.
You do a great American accent, a sorority girl American accent. But anybody I talked to from Europe or from the UK, the concept of sororities and fraternities is so
foreign.
Okay, so
foreign. Yeah, we have like all these clubs where I guess you've got to be like, I don't know, super wealthy to be a part of it or something. What's still shocking is that like it's still in practice, the fact that it's still there and there's still that separation, and there's this like real reinforcement of like gender categories in a massive way.
Go, 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 go! Ho, 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 bitch.
Why should male horror fans go and see this?
That's a very good question and a really important point, because I think it would be a shame to say that we've made a horror film about women for women, in the same way that you and I have seen many movies with male protagonists, and they're for us too. But I think what's beautiful is women will be able to see themselves, or perhaps moments will resonate with them. But with the male audience, there are characters in our film some female characters who are complicit with the patriarchy in the same way that there are male characters who rebel against it. And I think there is like something for everyone. But I think it's important for men to see the story too. I mean, why not? What's wrong with watching female performances? That's what it comes down to ultimately. It doesn't need to be defined by gender in that sense, like for men or for women. It's for an audience who will appreciate the film and the message.